Hello there, Tony Baker from Six String Country, back for another guitar lesson. And today we're going to be looking at Thinking About You by Dustin Lynch and MacKenzie Porter. The song was written by Dustin along with co-writers Andy Albert, Hunter Phelps, and Will Weatherby. I'm going to teach an arrangement that's playable with just an acoustic and an electric guitar. And this is a really fun one for acoustic guitar players in particular. The acoustic will take that main instrumental hook. We've got some fun, kind of it's not just strumming all the time, like on the verse we'll do. The electric has some fun things that we'll tackle as well, some riffs throughout the song, but mostly we're going to be beefing up the choruses and supporting what the acoustic guitar is doing.
Last call I thought I'd get. How's your mama? How you been? Girl, it's been too long. Saw your sister at the Circle K. Heard baby number 2 was on the way. Hadn't seen her since your wedding day with you on my arm. I was just thinking about that weekend out on Cumberland Lake, and that one time in Baton Rouge when we met out in the rain, where we went chasing falling stars on the hill at your daddy's farm. Don't be sorry for calling me up out of the blue. I was just thinking about that weekend out on Cumberland Lake, and that one time in Baton Rouge when we met out in the rain, where we went chasing falling stars on the hill at your daddy's farm. Last call I thought I'd get. How's your mama? How you been? Girl, it's been.
This is the acoustic guitar lesson for Thinking About You. We're going to need a capo on the first fret. The song's really in A flat, so we don't want to play A flat bar chords the whole time to get this sounding like we hear it on the record. We're going to have to capo it up to the first fret. The first thing we're going to do is learn this riff. If you don't want to learn the riff, you don't have to. You could just play the strumming the whole time, which I'll teach when we get to the chorus. Okay, so you can fast forward if you don't want to learn this riff. But I think it's a really cool riff, and the acoustic doesn't always get to play these instrumental hooks, so let's learn it. So we can think about a G chord and the G scale, the pentatonic scale. We're kind of playing around that. We're going to start here with our middle finger on the 3rd fret above the capo on the B string, and then the 2nd fret above the capo on the G string with our pointer finger. And we're hammering on real quick to the 4th fret of G, and then hammer on after that from open to 2 on G. All right? So it comes in not on the downbeat, just after it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then you hold that. Then after that we do this. So that second part of it is another quick hammer on, and then back down to 2, but no hammer on that time, and then hammer on, pull off, and open G. All right, in this tutorial we are going to learn the electric guitar part for Thinking About You, and it starts with this line. We're going to be basically complementing what the acoustic guitar is doing for the riff. You can also play the riff on the electric guitar just the same as you do on the acoustic. So you can check out the acoustic lesson if you want to learn how to do that on the electric as well, okay? But what we're doing complements that, and it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. And we are going to be hybrid picking this. We're starting up here. We got a capo on the 1st fret, so the chord chart and how we're kind of thinking about it, especially when we're down here, is we're thinking about key of G shapes and positions. But the song is really in the key of A flat, and so this is really an A flat triad or an F minor 7 triad. So these are all triads, and then here we have an E flat triad, a D flat triad, and an A flat triad again. All right, and so you can think of, you know, the A flat pentatonic scale, and this is right in there. If you think of a C shape, that's an A flat, right? Or an F sharp minor, or an F minor 7. It's like that. So we're just picking out 3 notes that make the triad for these chords and going right down the neck. And I'm going pick, middle finger, ring finger. So here we have actual fret numbers. Since we're so far up the neck, we have the 10th fret of the D string, and then we have the 8th fret of the G string, and the 9th fret of the B string. And then we're just gonna bar the.
Well, I was just thinking about that weekend out on Cumberland Lake, and that one time